Welcome back to Grade 7 Math. This is lesson number 2.5, the angle measures in a triangle, as well as complementary and supplementary angles. Now, you may be looking at your math textbook and saying, hey, there's no lesson 2.5 in my textbook. What gives? Well, this is a bonus lesson. For whatever reason, the lesson contained within this video is nowhere to be found in your Math 7 textbook or workbook. So at the conclusion of this video, when it's time for you to do your in-class work, we'll actually be working out of an older textbook. And I've got some supplemental worksheets. So let's begin. Angles and triangles have many interesting properties. In today's lesson, we are going to look at 3 helpful rules that apply to angles and triangles. You will have a number of opportunities to apply these rules in both grade 8 and high school math courses. Now just look at this diagram here. We've got a triangle, and then we've actually got a line segment that's continues to extend from the base of the triangle. So we see that within the triangle, 2 angles are given. We can actually use rules of angles and triangles to determine not only the measure of the third angle within the triangle, but we can also calculate the value of the angle that's on the opposite side as well. So let's get started. Rule number 1. The sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. That's a mouthful. In other words, no matter how large or small a triangle is, the sum of its angles always equals 180 degrees. This means that if we know what 2 of the angles are, we can find the third angle. Here's an example. 2 angles in a triangle are 50 degrees and 110 degrees. Find the third angle. So here's what I would do. To find the third angle, we subtract the first 2 from 180. So we can say 180, take away 50, take away 110 degrees is 20 degrees. I've seen other people say, add 50 and 110, that gives you 160. 180, take away 160 is 20. That method works as well. Either way, you still get 20 degrees. Okay, so here are some problems for you to try on your own, and then we'll go over these in our next class. For each of the triangles, find the missing angle using the same method or methods that you saw in the previous slide. So please put the video on pause until you have completed all 3 problems. Okay, let's move on. Rule number 2. 2 angles are complementary if their sum is 90 degrees. This means that if we know what one angle is, we can find its complementary angle by subtracting. Here is an example. One angle is 87 degrees. Find its complementary angle. Okay, think about it for a moment, and then I'll reveal the solution. Are you ready? Here's what we do. To find the complementary angle, subtract the first angle from 90 degrees. 90 minus 87 equals 3 degrees. Okay, here are some problems for you to try on your own. For each angle, you're going to find the complementary angle using that same subtraction method you saw on the previous slide. So please put the video on pause now. All right, and we will take up these 3 problems during tomorrow's class. But now it's time for the third and final rule. 2 angles are supplementary if their sum is 180 degrees. This means that if we know what one angle is, we can find its supplementary angle by subtracting. Here is an example. One angle is 30 degrees. Find its supplementary angle. Okay, I'll give you a couple of moments to figure out the answer on your own, and then I'll reveal the solution. Are you ready? Okay. So to find the supplementary angle, we subtract the first angle from 180. We find that 180 minus 30 degrees equals 150 degrees. Yes, you guessed it. Here are some problems for you to try on your own. For each angle, find the supplementary angle. So put the video on pause and leave it on pause until you have completed all three problems. All right, and to conclude, I anticipate you've all done a great job with this video. So now that we're all together in class, it will be time for you to get some more practice working with these three rules. So I am going to give you a number of worksheets and you're going to complete them in today's class. But until we meet in our next class, this concludes today's video.